got some great and exciting videos for you today. Please hit that like button, share, comment, and subscribe. Choose our minds to open our eyes to see the truth in plain sight, expose some lies. Let's dive right in. Let's kick the crap out of the globe.
Object heading toward Earth in 2027. Here's what we know. In early 2024, astronomers detected something strange. An object entered our solar system from deep interstellar space, following a bizarre trajectory that didn't match anything we've seen before. They named it IM-2, Interstellar Meteor 2. But here's where it gets weird. It's moving faster than any natural asteroid. It's on a direct path toward Earth, and it's predicted to arrive in late 2027. Now scientists are watching closely, and theories are erupting across the internet. Where did it come from? Unlike comets or asteroids that orbit our sun, IM-2 came from outside the solar system, just like the famous object Oumuamua in 2017. But IM-2's speed and trajectory suggest it wasn't flung randomly. Some physicists think it was aimed. Even wilder, fragments of a previous interstellar object, IM-1, that crashed near Papua New Guinea in 2014, contained materials not found in our solar system, possibly alien technology. That earlier meteor was confirmed by the US Space Command in 2022 as 100% interstellar. So if IM-1 hit us with pieces of something strange, and IM-2 is headed directly at us, what's coming next? Could it be aliens? Harvard astrophysicist Avi Loeb has publicly speculated that these fast-moving objects may be artificial probes, sent by an advanced civilization to study planets like Earth. He points out, they're too fast to be normal space rocks. They enter at unnatural angles, and they seem to carry materials with unknown isotopes. Loeb already led an expedition in 2023 to recover fragments of IM-1 from the ocean floor. What they found: spherical metallic objects with rare alloys, possibly non-natural in origin. Now, with IM-2 on the way, some are calling it the next step in contact. NASA and the Pentagon are paying attention. NASA is tracking the object under a new mission code, and insiders claim the Pentagon has been briefed due to the object's anomalous behavior. They haven't said it's aliens, but they haven't said it's not either. Some theories suggest IM-2 could be a probe, a derelict spacecraft, or a self-replicating seed meant to spread life, a concept known as panspermia. Meanwhile, governments are quiet. No press conferences, no alerts. But scientists in the know are preparing for a flyby or a landing. What happens in 2027? The object is expected to pass Earth, or possibly enter the atmosphere, in August 2027. If it's natural, it may burn up like a meteor. But if it's controlled, if it changes course, that's when things change forever. No one knows exactly what's coming. But one thing is certain, humanity will be watching.
Keep your eyes open. We're being set up for a false flag.
Yes, it's true that we have been in contact with your government and heads of power. It is also true that agreements have been made and kept secret from your people. It is also true that in the past, some of your people have lost their lives or have been badly hurt to protect this secret. Our hands had no part in this. We contacted your leaders because your planet is in grave trouble. Your leaders said the vast majority of your population wasn't ready for anything like us yet. So we made time agreements with your leaders as to when your people would be made aware of our presence.
The biggest takeaway for folks to understand is that things are happening on it's not a disclosure, it's a scheduled dissemination. Certain things have to be set up before other things can be revealed.
So not only are there evil extraterrestrial entities on their way here, there are also good ones that want to help us.
I really want to show you this clip. This is a former CIA agent, John Ramirez, and he's talking about the arrival of a new species and how the governments of the world need to disclose information to prepare humanity for what's coming in 2027.
There's no such thing as a former CIA agent, just so everybody knows.
Preface this by saying there's no such thing as a former CIA agent. There's more chance that you will see Bigfoot on a unicycle before you ever see a former CIA agent. Watch this.
scaring the U.S. population at least, and by extension, the world population into that reality that there is a presence here, and that we need to explain this presence, because if they show up and we continue to do what we did before previous decades, and they show up, there will be mass panic. But if you understand that these are real, and we have 5 years from 2022, well, maybe now 4 years, if they come in 2027, for the U.S. government to prepare the people about what is up there. And in many ways, I think the word got out within the government that they're showing up in 2027, and we better be prepared. And if not, there's going to be a lot of explaining to do. And so I think that dialogue has happened within, inside the government, in certain areas inside the government, that we need to prepare. And that's why in 2017, that set up the clock of 10 years. Why Lou Elizondo earlier this year said, just find a hobby for 5 years, and we'll all be out in 5 years. And he said that this year, so that was 2027. And I would say I've heard 2027 in a kind of an official capacity, and I can't reveal. So I think I would say that people in the government are aware of something happening, and that there's limited time, a few more years to prepare the people, and that's what's ramping up this acceleration from the previous 7 decades of not even acknowledging it to now we are acknowledging it at a faster and faster pace.
Well, there you have it. Do your own research. But I will say this. If there's anyone in the government that knows about this and knows what's coming in 2027, and you're not doing everything that you can to prepare people for this, you need to get out of the way and let someone disclose for you. I think it's time.
Just because he claims to be a former CIA agent doesn't mean he's telling the truth, because remember, there's no such thing as former, if you ask me. So he could still be doing exactly what he's told to do, paid to do, made to do. Doesn't mean he's telling the truth, but it means something is most definitely probably coming.
Well, I'm sure that by now you've heard that something earth-shattering, something ominous is happening in 2027. Everybody's talking about it. Well, Ross Coulthart just said something in a recent interview, and it's concerning. And he wasn't being dramatic. He says that we're on borrowed time. Let that sink in.
Everybody's telling me we're on borrowed time. And I cannot begin to emphasize how serious a look I get.
So he claims that multiple high-level sources, people under national security oaths, are warning that something is coming, something that could shift the world as we know it by around 2027. Not maybe, not someday, but it's a deadline, a countdown, and it's already started. He doesn't say that aliens are landing on the White House lawn, but there is urgency, and it's real. And the people he's talking to, intelligence officials, defense contractors, and insiders, they're not prone to fantasy. Some think it's full disclosure, UFO topic. Others whisper about some sort of event, one that we're not ready for. So,
hope you're well. Just want to thank everybody that was in the live last night. It was some really good fun. UFOs Around the World was there as well, and he played a clip from UFO Revelations, the new series with Jeremy Corbell on Tubi. That's what I want to play for you now, because I've got a number of questions in regards to certain events that's happening at the moment, certain plans, certain rumours. So it's about a 5-minute clip. Bear with it, and I'll be back soon.
Your government now wants you to know one truth, and that truth is that UFOs are real. They've already done told you. Sometimes when you want somebody to know a truth, it's so you can set them up to believe a lie.
After my father's video, he posted, "I don't know what to say to this. Orbs at work, a mothership on the way, and now Jeremy Corbell is out here talking about government false flags. Let me tell you, this is starting to feel like the pieces of a puzzle falling into place."
And that's coming. I have zero doubt. That lie is coming.
What is the lie?
Specifically, you want me to say it right now? For real? Real? on camera to be put in the show?
I don't know what's coming, but I know this. It's time to pay attention. The orbs, the sightings, the whistleblowers, and now Corbell's warning, it all points to something big. And if the government thinks they can spin this into just another story, they're in for a rude awakening.
Okay, problem with that. If we tell the lie before it's told, they can adapt. That wouldn't be wise. I'll tell you privately, but I would really think about if you want to put this in your show. For real. That's a real thing I'm telling you. So will you think about it before putting it in your show? Absolutely. Okay. So UFOs are real, and they've been here a long time, and that's the truth. But the lie is coming. All indications, like all of them, is that that lie is going to be that there is a craft slowly making its way to us here on Earth. And that is the lie they're going to want you to believe.
Corbell's been in this game for years, and he's earned his credibility. The man filmed that jellyfish UFO, a craft so bizarre and otherworldly that even skeptics had to take a second look. You can fake a lot of things, but not that. When he talks, people should listen, because he's been right before. And if he says the government's cooking up a story to distract us, I believe him.
It's nuanced, how they explain that, the nature of that threat. But that 100% is the lie you are going to be told. You even got a date. People have been whispering a date for a long time now. I know where that lie comes from. I know specifically what document from the 70s initiated the idea of that lie. A classified document. That is the lie you will be told. You're going to be told that there is a craft on its way to Earth. That's the lie. Maybe I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. I sent you 2 texts today with a year. Not from me. Nope. I'm not going to propagate that lie. Not going to be part of it. Not going to say it to the camera. Everybody knows. Just start paying attention. And they'll change the date, especially if they see this. Things will change. Because maybe I'm trustworthy. Maybe I'm worthy of your trust. Maybe I've told you the truth the whole way through it. Now you can verify it.
This isn't paranoia, it's pattern recognition. Corbell's right to call this out. The government doesn't want us asking the hard questions or looking too closely. They'd rather keep us distracted, confused, and compliant. But it's too late for that. People are waking up, and Corbell's one of the few pushing that momentum forward.
What if the greatest threat to humanity isn't a nation, a bomb, or even something real? What if it's a lie? A final move in a long, calculated plan to control us all. Before his death, Wernher von Braun, one of the founding fathers of modern rocket science and a key figure in NASA, gave a warning. He told his colleague, Dr. Carol Rosin, about the sequence. First, enemies, then terrorists, then rogue nations, then asteroids. Each stage designed to justify more defense, more weapons, more fear. But then, he said something chilling. The final card, he whispered, will be the alien threat. He told her, it's all a lie, a script, a narrative to weaponize space, to unify the planet under one global power, to make us beg for protection from a danger that doesn't exist. Now fast forward to today. Governments are talking openly about UFOs. The Pentagon releases videos. Congress holds hearings. Mainstream news calls it disclosure. But ask yourself, why now? Why all at once? Because fear unites. And the fear of an alien invasion? That's the ultimate unifier. It gives them the excuse they need to militarize space, to centralize power, to watch you, track you, and control every move you make. All in the name of planetary defense. Von Braun tried to warn us. This isn't revelation, it's preparation. The final card is being played. Don't fall for it.
Their plan is to create, eventually, an hoax, the threat from outer space, to try to unite the world like Independence Day, the movie, in a sort of a military global junta of humans against aliens. It's all nonsense. It's BS. But it sells well. It sells movies, it sells tickets, it sells books.
This is the Bluebeam, Project Bluebeam?
Yeah, that related to that. And I've met with many men who've been on operational, like literally have been operational on those programs. Now, it went from really clunky stuff, like the Betty and Barney Hill abduction. People think that was alien. It wasn't. It was us. Late 50s, early 60s. And I think President Obama's actually working on a documentary about that. And it was an interracial couple, a very interesting story. But most people have no idea what really happened with that. And this is one of the really disturbing parts of this archive, is what are the technologies that are in the hands of these sort of monsters? And how have they used it to deceive the public, but also deceive policymakers and presidents?
Project Bluebeam is real. It uses holographic technology, amongst other things, like DARPA to control weather, voice-to-skull technology to get inside your head. Holographic technology is used a lot with glitter. If you didn't know, that's the big conspiracy on glitter. That's why the United States military owns most of it and buys all of it up, because it's used in the holographic technology.
But what if it's all an illusion? A meticulously orchestrated show designed not to amaze, but to deceive. Today, we're unraveling the mysterious theory known as Project Bluebeam. This idea has gained traction over the years, especially among those questioning the sudden surge in UFO sightings, including the recent reports from New Jersey. Stay with us as we explore what could be one of the most intricate and mind-bending conspiracies ever imagined.
Imagine waking up to a world where reality itself is just an illusion. Project Bluebeam truth or elaborate fiction. The name alone sparks whispers in dark corners of the internet. It's said to be a top-secret operation, one using holograms and satellites to project global events so convincing you'd question your own eyes. Some claim it's more than just tech, psychological influence strong enough to unite or instantly divide entire nations. Imagine seeing miracles in the sky, religious symbols, world leaders, none of it real. But is it fact, rumor, or just wild conspiracy? No official proof has ever surfaced, yet the mystery keeps growing. So, what do you think, Ren? Could the world be manipulated by light and sound alone? Or is Project Bluebeam just another unsolved mystery? The truth may be stranger than we're ready to believe. Follow for more unsolved mysteries.
These plans for Project Bluebeam is to stage an elaborate worldwide faked alien invasion with UFOs that will be seen in the sky. These will either be made on this planet with secret technology driven by craft operated by black budgets and military, or advanced holographic imagery. One of these plans...
Oh, blessed Jesus, look at that. Wow. How many? Yeah. How many? You see how they're deeper in the clouds. It's a little hard to see. I came outside and I seen that other stuff. Pastor, they're real clear in here. Look.
Yeah,
look
you can see them, can't you?
Look at that.
Yeah.
Hallelujah.
You have to put that on Facebook so we can all get it.
I'm going to. I definitely am. Praise you, Jesus.
I don't know if that's a hologram or not. I just know you need to use your discernment. I hope it's not a hologram. I have no idea, though.
That? Oh, an astrophysicist at Harvard just said that there's a 12-mile-long mothership that's headed towards Earth that they originally thought was a comet. Goody! Yeah, he said that there's a 12-mile-long mothership headed towards Earth, and However they got this information, I don't know, but they said that the mothership is on its way here in an aggressive way and is going to come here for a battle and or try to hurt us, I guess. I love that, considering that they're probably way more advanced than we are, coming here in a 12-mile long ship. We probably need to get some backup. I don't know. It'll be here in November. Let's just hope that they're wrong about this. Okay, then.
So let me start by saying this again. I'm not claiming any of this is fact. I'm only sharing what a newspaper reported. Think of it as entertainment, or at most, an odd rumor. Recently, a team of scientists published a controversial preprint on July 16, 2025, suggesting that the interstellar object 3I Atlas could be extraterrestrial spy tech, not a comet. The paper speculates this object might carry gadgets or even hostile intent. Then, on July 25, 2025, the New York Post ran a sensational article headlined along the lines of "Possibly hostile alien threat detected in unknown interstellar object." That is when mainstream tabloid-style coverage turned up, framing the Atlas object as a potential alien spacecraft, though clearly presented as a speculative claim from the preprint. People online have been freaking out, or calling it clickbait. Some are treating it like a serious threat, while others dismiss it as over-the-top speculation. Critics like astronomers Samantha Lawler and Chris Lintott have pointed out that everything we see so far fits a natural comet. Now, remember Jeremy Corbell? He once said the government might spin up a fake mothership arrival. He predicted it would happen in 2027. But now this storyline appears in 2025, and Corbell suggested on a TV show that because he mentioned the date publicly, they sped up the plot. It's like he called it, and now it's happening early. Whether you buy that or not, it makes for a compelling narrative. What's wild is the timing. We've now seen 3 interstellar visitors in just a few years. Oumuamua in 2017, Borisov in 2019, and now Atlas in 2025. That frequency is unprecedented. It makes you question if something odd is really going on. So yes, this article is not proof of aliens, but the pattern, Corbell's prediction, and the fiery hostile alien headlines from outlets like the NY Post on July 25, 2025. That's what's giving a lot of people pause. Please, do me a favor and share this video for me. I am trying to put detailed truth out into the world. You see my videos, you feel my integrity, you appreciate my detailed breakdowns of news and events. Yes, I may be the brains of this operation, but you are the heart of my movement. Without all of you, Michael Leonard doesn't exist. So please, share this video.
Okay, guys, so we were setting along the river of Rio Grande up in southern Colorado, and it was all family member, about 15 of us, and look at this image that popped up in our campfire. It's Satan himself. One of the people in the party said, "You've got to come over here and see what I'm looking at." We went around and took a look at it, and sure enough, it was the devil himself. I showed this image to other people, and they also see skulls scattered about. The necklace that he's wearing looks like the decapitated head of some kind of creature. But if you'll pause this, there's skulls all around. The devil himself came to our campfire. We rebuked him in Jesus' name, and he fled the scene and he disappeared. How wild is this video? I can't believe we caught this on film. It's just a fluke rare event.
Inside the Hollow Earth, been living there for 2,500 years. There is one continent inside the Earth and one ocean. Their capital city is built around the original lost Garden of Eden. The vegetation grows like a paradise. The people live to be up to 800 years old. They communicate with telepathy. The inner Earth people have built these androids that fly their flying saucers out to reconnoiter the outer Earth. Our government has been knocking flying saucers out of the sky and back engineering these flying saucers. The people that live in the Hollow Earth are not extraterrestrials. They're from the lost tribes of Israel.
Down, 5.5 down, 9 forward. Good. 20 feet. 100 feet, 3.5 down, 9 forward. 5%. 75. Okay, 75 feet. Guys looking good, down a half. 6 forward. 20 feet down, 2.5. Pick up some dust. 3 feet, 2.5 down. Take shadow. 4 forward. 4 forward, drift into the right a little. 6, down a half. Contact light. Okay, engine stop. Listen, Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed. Rocket Tranquility, we copy you on the ground. You got a bunch of guys about to turn blue. We're breathing again. Thanks a lot. Okay, Neil, we can see you coming down the ladder now. At the foot of the ladder, the 11-foot beds are only impressed in the surface about 1 or 2 inches. So they'll step off the limb now. It's 1 small step for man, 1 giant leap for mankind. Columbia, this is Houston, AOS, over.
They've got a core, a piece of pipe, in fact, that they attach onto this handle, and then
Armstrong's been on the lunar surface now almost 45 minutes.
they can hammer that into the surface and get a sample down below the actual surface, which they already have contaminated with the descent engine by their presence. They get down below that contamination, also get a sample of core down to a foot or so. 16 inches.
Started up behind time.
Yes, this is the flag, not the core sample. Thank God it doesn't mind a bit not having television right now. There it is, with a U.S. flag on the surface of the moon.
Yes, indeed. They got the flag up now. You can see the stars and stripes on the water. Beautiful, just beautiful.
That flag is on a frame. There is no wind to hold it out like that, of course. It's a 3x5 flag, and it's got a frame of its own to hold it out. Nothing more really is needed here, but it does seem that there ought to be some music.
Very good.
I think they're having a little trouble getting that driven into the surface.
Likely he goes back.
I think they're taking pictures of each other with a Hasselblad camera.
Yep.
Exactly what they're doing. The first tourists on the moon.
I believe it's Charlie. Hippity hoppity over hill and dale. Da 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 da. Hippity hopping along. 1, position. Right away, Houston. Vector good. We're playing flat. That's right. Looks good, bud. I'll die. Start playing. Roger. Heading, stand by for flight now.
So as you can see in today's videos, they're trying to prepare us for the false flag alien invasion, which they've been working on for God knows how long, decades. But just so you know, when you see it or it happens, it's nothing more than Project Bluebeam. It's holograms. It's DARPA that uses weather manipulation. So when you see like ridiculous storms and flooding and earthquakes and all these things, it can be done through DARPA. Plus some other DARPA technology like voice to skull technology can be used to embed thoughts in your mind, erase memories, create new memories. It can put the voice of your Lord and Savior in there, or what they think he sounds like, or they can put the devil in there. All types of things. MK Ultra. Imagine the NPCs that are running around this earth right now that don't have an inner monologue, that don't know how to think for themselves. How hard would it be to get in there, put some things in the sky, blow up a few things, and convince them that aliens are taking over, that we need the government, to come together, be a one world government to protect us and completely surveil us with everything from facial recognition to listening to our thoughts, because the aliens walk among us. And they really do. They're just not extraterrestrials. They're seed of the serpent, you know. And then the clip with Satan in the fire, I threw that in there because Satan is real and the satanic agenda is alive. It's been alive since the garden, since before the garden. All right, so they'll say and do anything to push their satanic agenda. Just know that Jesus is real, and use your brain. If the moon landing was faked and created in a studio, so if we never went there and there's a firmament above our heads, then how are aliens going to come from outer space? How are they going to come here in motherships? If you see a mothership, we made it, or it's a hologram. Keep that in mind. I hope you liked the videos. Please hit that like button, share, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.